with us.
Yeah, we're going to have your code and your ticker on this network, and you can't stop it from being traded.
Right.
And so there's a derivative, and then if there's liquidity bonding the prices together, so if, let's say you have Chainlink on Ethereum, and then after launch, price bounces around a while, but I bet that over time that these prices will move similarly.
Right.
Right. I think that the Link ticker on Pulsechain is likely to move similarly to the Link ticker on Ethereum.
Right. Just because of the bridge, right? And
well, because they're bonded by the liquidity.
Right.
And then it's the same code with the same ticker. Now, do you want to pay $100 or $300 to trade it on Ethereum, or do you want to pay a penny to trade it over here? And we already know this answer because they're doing it on other networks as well.
Yeah.
People do trading on alternate networks, and then we're the one that you don't like. Your coins are already here. You don't even have to bridge over. Right. You've already got your free coins here. You can already access them by changing one setting in your MetaMask. It's awesome.
Dude, it sounds
it
sounds pretty awesome.
Well, that's the trick. That's the magic. Is you launch this whole network with all these new coins. How do you get those new coins to be valuable?
Right.
But by not letting anyone ever stop the trading, by having the same tickers, and by giving people a reason to back the value of the things they got free,
right?
By rewarding them with a yield farming token. It's like a giant vampire attack, basically. It's a giant vampire attack.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another awesome day on Pulsechain. And we're going to talk all about that, of course. But hey, look, we're going to get into the chat first. Let's go. Let's see here. We've got Lies Beneath the Truth. How are you today? Very good. Another super sunny day here down under in good old New Zealand. The sun is shining hot outside. The birds are chirping, and the trees are bristling with the wind. So it is pretty nice today, that's for sure. We got Lies Beneath says Hex, EX, PLSX, PLSX, and PLSX, and PLS. I think I read PLSX 3 times, but that's okay. And incentive token for the win. That's the way we rock and roll. The golden crypto of Richard Hart. And of course, that video at the beginning there I played. I love that video. A little clip there about what's happening with Pulsechain when it launched. Pretty awesome. Let me just jump into here. Just got wait for the data update. Who else has jumped in here? We got Hunter51, Evening Suit Man, the #1 channel for Alpha in the RH community. Hey, I like that one, Hunter51. You're definitely covering Pulsechain every day. That's pretty exclusive on this channel. And we try to bring all the Alpha. Man, people have been able to make mad gains because we're covering all the cool tokens that have been bumping and making good calls on those. So a nice one. Thank you very much, Hunter. And Joey Torres as well. Hi, all. Good to see you, Joey. Welcome to the chat as well. Sandy Beach in there too. Hey, Hex Token, everybody. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. That is the health and fitness update today for Sandy Beach as well. I hope you've hit the 3,500 followers on X. That'd be very cool. Very cool indeed. Who else has jumped in here? You're doing a push-up challenge today. Okay, cool. I like push-ups. Cryptic Coin says hello. Welcome to the chat. Who else there? Property View, very good coverage. Hey, thanks, Property View. Big shout out to you. And Crypto Dan, hi guys, always awesome. Hex Token channel member representing. I see you guys are buying. Nicely done, says Lies Beneath. Nice. Yeah, picked up some X the other day. It was kind of cool. Your challenge starts tomorrow, says Sandy Beach, for the old press-ups. Nice. Let's see how many Wookie can do. I know Wookie will try to do a press-up. Well, yeah, maybe in his mind. That's pretty funny. All right, so let's get into it, folks. The stock market and the Federal Reserve was out today. The Dow slumps as Federal what am I saying today? Federal Reserve Chairman Powell deals blow to the March rate cut. Now, I wasn't expecting a rate cut in March. Were you guys? So anyway, we got down 0.8%, 317 points on the Dow, 38,150. Kind of nice to have a little pullback. Stock market's been absolutely crushing all-time highs, so probably nice to have a little bit of a easing there. S&P 500 down 1.6% at 80 points at 4,845. The Nasdaq at down 2.2%, 345 points to 15,164. Now, obviously, Nasdaq and all the tech companies, remember the Magnificent Seven data's been out this week, and it's all been pretty bullish, driving the market. It's pretty much those big seven driving the market, isn't it? So how sustainable is that? Question mark. We've had all-time highs on Dow Jones and S&P 500. NASDAQ is probably pretty close, but not quite there yet. But in any case, the Federal Reserve has come out with some information about the future. Federal Reserve signals no rush to cut rates. We've talked about that, right? The economic data's come in too strong, so they're going to likely keep the interest rates up longer. Powell knocks March cut hopes, but Treasury yields remain in the red. In a blow to sentiment for sooner rather than later rate cuts, the Fed said it does not expect it will be appropriate to reduce the target range until it has gained greater confidence that inflation is moving sustainably towards 2%. And further sign that the Federal Reserve isn't likely to cut in March, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said that it wasn't likely that a committee will reach a level of confidence by the time of the March meeting to cut rates, though continued to stress that future policy decisions would depend on incoming data. The updated view on monetary policy arrived on the heels of unchanged rate decision that was largely expected. Despite the less dovish than expected monetary policy statement, Treasury yields continued to languish in the red, with the Fed rate sensitive 2-year Treasury yield falling 9.3 basis points to 4.262%. The federal statement followed the ADP National Employment Report, showing that 107,000 jobs were added to private payrolls in January, slightly less than expected, though the JOLTS report a day earlier pointed to an unexpected rise in December job openings. So that's pretty much it. So really not, I don't know, from my point of view, nothing really unexpected there. The next meeting, of course, is going to come up in March, I believe. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, 6 weeks and 6 days and 18 hours to go. So quite a while to go. And, of course, the market will do all sorts of things in that time. 2 p.m. Eastern time, March 20th. Put that in your calendar, folks. At the moment, 64% of the market is still expecting the rate to not change. Only 36%, about 1/3, is expecting it to go down. I don't see that happening. I definitely think May is very much the earliest time frame that we might have for an interest rate pivot there. And of course, that could be good times. Could be good times. That's pretty much it on the stock market there. We're going to get into crypto. Let me just talk about that a bit later. We're going to get into crypto here. We've got Bitcoin at the moment, $42,631. I don't know what's happening in my studio there. It's gone all funny. Actually, we've got a couple of comments about that. So let's see. Hunter says, Fed not cutting rates in March. I think even May is optimistic. I agree with that. Hunter 51. Let me just start here. You're doing press ups the whole month of February? Okay, cool. Well, I might have to read that post that you put out on X social platform there. Not sure why, but the studio is not reading in the data. Some of the data here, a bit weird. Anyway, we got Bitcoin at the moment looking pretty good. 42,633, up 0.4%, and the dominance is back up over 50%, 50.15%. Ethereum there at $2,287. That's also up pretty similar amount, 0.4% there. Pretty mixed across the board there. BNB, Solana, ADA standing out there at the moment, but pretty mixed and just slightly green, which is nice to see. Leads us into Bitcoin, of course. We're tick-tocking away to, not literally tick-tocking, but we're tick-tocking away to the 15th of April, so about 74 days away for the Bitcoin halving approximately, which is kind of groovy, man, groovy. So that is it at the moment, just ticking it down. Now we're still above the 50 moving average on the old Bitcoin. So still above the 50 moving average here, but we have pulled back a little bit there. So still looking good for Bitcoin. And of course Ethereum there as well, just popped down below 50 moving average on Ethereum. So yeah, that's question mark over here at the moment, but still, I guess looking okay. It does have that horizontal support down here at 2100. So we'll see how we get on. That's pretty much it. But still looking reasonably good, I think, at this stage. So good to go. Let's get into some of the news as well. Ethereum there could hit 4,000 with likely spot ETF approval in May. That's from Standard Charter. British Bank expect the SEC will treat spot ETF applications similarly to Bitcoin ETFs and anticipates approvals on May the 23rd. So that is ticking away there. The price apparently could rise as much as 70% in that time frame, up to $4,000 by May, as applicants of spot-based ETFs will likely win regulatory approval. Led by research head Jeff Kendrick, Standard Charter analysts expect that the SEC will approve it. Let me just jump down through some of this. And there's no fundamental reason Mark understands the odds of approval according to report, but the bank sees no fundamental reason for the SEC to treat the Ethereum ETF any different, pretty much. BTC surged 85% from 25K in mid-June, and of course to roughly 47,000. And of course they're calling for the Ethereum there to potentially rally to 4,000. So keep that in your in your expectations potentially, or in your part of your expectations about the future. But of course, if we're going to have proto-dank sharding, if it goes mainnet in March, and then you got Ethereum ETFs in May, man, we're super bullish. And of course, Optimism and Arbitrum could be really two good second lab leverage plays on Ethereum there. Take that for what you will. All right, that leads us into a Pulsechain, a day 264 results. Do we have any comments about that last stuff I just said? No, that's it at the stage. All right, let's get back into it. We've got day 264. We got Pulse at 000126, down 5.6% after yesterday. We kind of had a little mini rally yesterday. 26% of the sacrifice price, or above the sacrifice price. We got Pulsex at 000495, down 6.2%, sitting at about 50% of the sacrifice price. That's the mean sacrifice price that is. And we've got the buy and burn just ticking up there. 686.8 billion. 686.8 billion, and that's 3.36 of the percent of the public supply. So 3.36% of the public supply. Incentive token, which has been kind of the star lately, is down 5.36%. The ratio to Pulse is 22,000, so that's a key number I'm looking there. And of course, the supply, they're heading towards 24 million in total supply. PHEX at the moment 1.67 cents, down 8.3%, and EHEX at the moment at 88 hundredths of a cent, and we're at 2.55 cents. So we've got the double five there. Is that a good sign? To 2.55 cents there. I think we were down from 2.76 or something yesterday. But yeah, 2.55 today is the combined price for EHEX and PX. So that's day 264 on Pulsechain. Let's jump over to the charts. I just realized to close down that tab. That is the chart there at the moment. So taking a bit of a breather on the old Pulse. The RSI is cooling off at 63 there. You can see it's just below the overbought period. And of course, probably more importantly is this MACD. Keep an eye out on this MACD, see whether it crosses over. And so far, so good. I think the chart's still looking pretty good. On the old Pulsex there at 004947. And let's look at the RSI too. Similar to Pulse, of course, 64. And of course, we're waiting for Power City Earn protocol, but it is delayed with the Fetch Oracle. So just hold on. Just holding on there. Pulsex there, that's incentive token, is at $2.77. Looking very strong, isn't it? Looking very strong there. Let's have a look at the ratio at 22,000. Yesterday we got as high as 23,200, and we've got about 17 minutes to go in today's candle. So that's just ticking away there at the moment on the 31st of January. Can you believe it? Now it's already the 1st of February here in good old New Zealand, Australia, and the Pacific Islands down under. But man, it is still the 31st there. You're back in time, but we're already in February. We're in February. So yeah, that is pretty much how we play at the moment. So chart looking pretty good, isn't it? So yeah, there we go. What else? I think that's it. Let's go to PX. PX up yesterday, quite good. It had a late move, right? PX had a late move. Look, remember, it was not really doing much back here, while Pulse and Pulsex were doing well. And then had a late move yesterday, and then just got sold right down. Yeah, what's with that? What's with that? Anyway, it's consolidating to the upside, I guess. We've got the price yesterday was 1.844 was the top. At the moment, we got the top today was 1.85 cents, and we're currently at 1.66 cents there on PHEX at the moment. And yeah, let's see what happens. RSI pretty cool, off at 54, so way cooler than Pulse and Pulsex, and of course could have a much better move in the future. We'll keep an eye on this, and the MACD likewise, keeping a lookout on for that as well. All right, EHEX at the moment, what's that, 0088. And of course, similar story from compared to PX. Yesterday we were up at 96 hundredths of a penny. Today 95 hundredths of a penny, and we're now down at 88 hundredths of a penny there, just a bit on a pullback there. And the RSI pretty chill, down at 54. That's pretty much it on those numbers. Now let's go to combined price of EHEX PX on the hourly. You can see that we're at 2.54 cents on the combined price. And of course, we want to break, once we break that 3 cents, man, game on. You heard it here, game on. Once we reach that 3 cents, we keep trying. We can keep trying, but we're not quite doing it. But once we break that 3 cents, it's game on. All right, that is pretty much it. I'm just waiting for that to refresh, but to do it, yeah. Back in October, of course, 26, and of course, the 18th of January, tried to break that 3 cent and almost did it, but not quite. The RSI probably got overheated, but we've cooled off since then. All right, that is pretty much it on that. We're going to get into the top PRC20s. Before we do that, though, let's go and check some of the other metrics on Pulsechain's ecosystem. And we're going to go to the validators quickly. We got 52,697 validators, 1.69 trillion off the market. So that's slightly higher today. And good news there. So more pulses off the market. And of course, let's go to the gas prices. We're probably on the more expensive side on the gas prices today. 378,000 beats, 2/10 of a penny for a Pulsechain swap, 1/10 of a penny for a PS. Oh, sorry, 2 cents for a Pulsechain swap, 1/10 of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 3/10 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. 1,000 times cheaper than Ethereum. $18 to do a swap on Ethereum at the moment. 2,170 times cheaper than Bitcoin. $2.16 to see in the swap out there. And based on the ones that are shown, we're actually cheaper than virtually everybody, with maybe the exception of Polygon there today. Moving to the bridge, how much money is coming over? We're down from yesterday, remember. We're back down to the day before, 124.9. What did we get up to yesterday? 125.9? No, 126.4, I think it was, something like that, 126.4. So a bit of profit taking there today. Money left the bridge, so that is pretty much it at the moment. All right, let us get into some of the top PRC20s. We've got PDI at the moment. That is cooled off, so good call here on Hex Token Superman Crypto. With that one, PDI has been a pretty good call. You guys would have made a lot of the mad gains there. We called the breakout here, and that went all the way up, and man, was it a strong move. It was a big move. I can't remember where we were, maybe around 96, was it, somewhere like that. And yeah, 223% move, so the 3.2x, pretty awesome, right? And 156% up, or still at the moment. But we did say that last 2 days that it was getting, RSI was getting overheated. Look at the RSI. Is that a good call? So RSI, really a powerful indicator of when it gets overbought. And of course, that played out. Look at that. Is that good? Is that good? I think that's good. All right, let's look at the weekly though. And the weekly, let's have a look at the weekly there. Overbought on the weekly too. Look, that's the weekly candle. Look at that, overbought too, but hasn't come down yet. Hasn't come down. But what a run! What a run that has been. Now let's have a look. What else are we going to say about that? I think that if we can come back down more, down to the 50, that'd be quite nice. Maybe consolidate here before trying to break out again to the upside. Keep a lookout for that. That is a PDI. All right, what else is looking good in the hood? Treasury bill is up 1.8%. Wrapped Bitcoin is at $83. We're going to keep watching Wrapped Bitcoin narrative, but that's $83 at the moment. And the RSI is pretty cool off at 59. So rejected at the $93, $94 mark, that yellow line. And let's see how we get on there. Are we going to break it to the upside? Man, it could run away a little bit there if it does. So keep an eye out on that. What else? TDB up 8%. Everything else pretty much down, isn't it? Across the board there. Everything else pretty much down, PRC20s. Let's jump over to the meme coins, category number 3, as I always say. What's happened here? Man, we're looking by liquidity. Blast is up 50%. Say what? Yeah, it's blasted up to Blast is blasted up there on a big move. So Blast having a good day in the office, up 52% at the moment. What else there? Axis Alive down 3.7%, but still looking pretty strong at $19,400. Note Token down 4% from Randy Alaski. Let's see what else is standing out here. Duck tokens. A lot of these new speculative tokens are up. So there's Blast and there's Duck. They're both speculative but new. And it's up 46% as well. Looks a bit coordinated, doesn't it? Looks a bit coordinated there. Definitely looks coordinated somehow. I'm not sure if it's the same people running that or whatever, but there we go. BitBoy Ben token up 27%. That's a nice little move after the big rally. We called that too. Called the sell-off there, mostly not entirely perfect, but pretty close. And then back up there at the moment. So that's from Ben Armstrong. What else is looking interesting? That's pretty much it. So those are the sort of standouts today. There are other meme coins out there, but they're not on my list. Let's have a look at the main category. Category number 4, Pulsechain projects. And let's check out how these are looking at the moment. Everything is pretty much down, is it? We've got Watt token there from Power City is up 7%. Like I say, one of the blue chips, right? We're waiting for Power City Earn Protocol to launch. Not launched yet, but definitely accumulation zone here for the old Watt token, and a strong looking chart for the blue chip. 10 million market cap at the moment. That is the play with $1 million liquidity. All fireworks will go off once they do launch, of course, with the Power City Earn Protocol and profit sharing, I guess, including Portal X, which has been making money for a long time, no doubt. I don't know its market share, but presumably it's one of the top market shares out there in terms of trade volume among the DEXs. It is a DEX aggregator after all, and cross-chain service. What else we got going? Everything else is pretty much down. We've got Texan token is up though. So I noticed that Rag to Riches has been doing some really good content. If you haven't followed Rag to Riches, definitely check out Rag to Riches. Really been doing a great job. But look at this Texan token flying away. These guys are just, this is what happens when you got strong influencers like Crypto Heartbeat and Rags to Riches. You got that good leadership, you got that good audience, and they're building out solid ecosystem, right? Just started nice and slow and just slowly ramping up that ecosystem of product offerings. And they've got their own causes that they're supporting. But Texan token there really up strongly. Look at that thing staying up. Had a few little pullbacks on the way. But man, what a big mega move there. Quadruple 01 is the price now, up 22.5%. Based on these numbers though, $1 billion market cap. How about that? Don't you love crypto tokenomics? But that is the first endowment token on the blockchain. First endowment token entirely. So there we go. Texan token looking pretty good. Data finance up 5%. I fear the other endowment token from Crypto Heartbeat and that is up also 10% at the moment at 32,000 liquidity. What else is looking interesting? SparkSwap up 9%. That's pretty much it. Is it? Yeah, I think that's it. So that is pretty much it from the Pulsechain projects, which leads us into Omnis, right? So Omnis, this is the title of the video. Trade like a boss on Pulsechain with Tetra Omnis limit orders. Now, you can use 9-inch to do limit orders, but you only access the liquidity pools on 9-inch, whereas Tetra is one of our top DeFi ecosystems, and they've only just really getting warmed up. But they've launched their Omnis V2, V3 DEX, and of course, aggregator, and you can also do swap 5 tokens into 1 token too through their platform, which is pretty neat. But they also have got limit orders accessible to like Pulsechain and stuff. So looking really, really good is Omnis. And of course, here is their front end here. So they can do swaps here. You can do limit orders, right? They've got liquidity coming soon there, I know. But the limit orders is what I want to talk about today. Trade like a boss on Pulsechain with Tetra Omnis limit orders, and you can access the big liquidity pools like Pulsechain. Now, they did a video earlier today. Now, I'm not going to play the video, but you can definitely check it out. I'm going to put the link to the video if you want to learn about doing limit orders, and it's a whole big video on it. It's pretty good. So Tetra Omnis limit orders. And that is the site. So if you want to watch the video on limit orders, it's about 23 minutes long or something like that. So, but definitely check it out. That is from Tetris limit orders. So that's their opening products here. So if you want to do trading, in other words, if you're asleep at night but you want to sell something, you can set a limit. You can set a price where it will sell overnight. If it hits that price, it will sell your crypto that you want to sell. It's pretty cool like that. Also, if you want to buy, you can set a buy price, and it will buy that for you too. So it's kind of neat like that. So it helps you do that, helps you do swing trades and all sorts of stuff. Really is kind of cool like that. So definitely watch out the video. The ratio trading with Omnis from Tetra, definitely worth doing. And that is the interface that you would be using. You connect your wallet up, and you'll be able to put tokens in there to sell or buy. And obviously pretty easy to do. All right, you can switch around the marketplaces and all sorts of stuff like that. You can check out all the fees and the expiration dates. You can choose different dates, months, 3 months to have the limit order in the market. So it just sits there for you. This is different from spot buying and selling, where you just do it instantaneously. This is basically just saying, hey, I want to buy this. If it hits this price, do it and buy it. And you can set that up for a week before it expires. So it's pretty neat there on Pulsechain. All right, nice and cheap on Pulsechain too, because the fees are so cheap. So it's good like that. All right, so definitely check out that video from Tetra pretty awesome. Now, obviously, we're expecting more from Tetra coming up. We're expecting Atlas to come up. Atlas is a Web3 front end of Tetra. The dashboard allows users to manage their Tetra user account, deploy or publish automations and strategies, and search for crypto assets and track portfolio progress. So we're waiting for that. Also waiting for Stratus, which I'm particularly excited about. So Stratus coming out should be pretty cool. Yeah, Stratus is a drag and drop editor from Tetra. So basically, it's got what I call nodes and connectors. So these nodes, and you got those little animated connectors there connecting things up. So you can just set up your own limit orders really through the platform, or you can do all sorts of other clever things that other people do. I guess like maybe even I'm not sure, maybe even flash loads. I don't know. But things like that. Stratus is the drag and drop editor from Tetra. Use Stratus to connect together smart contracts on the blockchain. So you don't need to know how to program and to interact with contracts on the blockchain. Isn't that kind of cool? You can just interact with them with these nodes and connectors, so you can access different aspects of them. Create automations or manage complex strategies without writing a single line of code. So it really does democratize coding. Is the age of the nerd, right? Age of the nerd software. Open up the age of the nerd. Tetra is soon to enter private and public beta, Q1 2024, they say. So it's can't be too far away as well. So Omnis and Stratus coming. Omnis is here, V2, V3, and the limit orders. Atlas is coming. Stratus is coming. Can't wait for that. Now they got these pools as well. Now I think the first ones are prison pools. We watched them and they got sold out in like 10 minutes each. It was like 5 of them, and we're expecting more pools from them. I just don't know when they're coming because I see that Sandy's got here. Any word on Tetra staking? No, I haven't seen anything update on their next staking pools, but no doubt they'll be as popular as the first ones. But that's definitely coming up in the future. So that is Tetra there. Big shout out to them. They are one of our top innovative teams, bringing innovative stuff to Pulsechain. And of course, we're excited about that. Now, you may have had some issues with like HexGuard. If you've had that overnight, things like that, there's been problems with a few other front ends in the Pulsechain Hex ecosystem, I guess. If anybody's using some of Alex McFurder's graphs, subgraphs, and then that may be an issue they've had. Now, I know HexGuard has definitely got that issue. So if you're looking at HexGuard, it won't have all your stakes and things like that in it. So yeah, a bit of an issue there. HexGuard put out a little note about this. A necessary third-party API has been presenting challenges for several hours, affecting multiple providers, including HexGuard. We appreciate your understanding and patience in this matter. We're currently trying to contact the developer and are confident the issue can be resolved quickly once they are aware of it. HexGuard is already bringing an updated API structure in today's planned update to be better safeguarded against temporary third-party API outages. In addition, we have been working for further solutions in the background for the last 10 days, which will be integrated in February and represent a new quantum leap for HexGuard. So that is coming up. Now, Alex actually responded to that. So 9 hours ago, this is who they're talking about. Now, Alex, of course, is the Icosa Hedron creator. And, of course, we can't wait for Icosa Hedron 2.0, which is going to be quite a game changer there. Cross-chain technology and things like that. It's going to be really, really cool. For the devs using my subgraphs, he says there was a database corruption issue, working on getting them back up and figuring out what happened to corrupt them. So that was from Alex McFurder there earlier. HexGuard there responding. Thank you, Alex. Take your time. We're glad to be able to appreciate you in the ecosystem. So a lot of people are happy about that. So kind of cool. That is from Alex. I don't know if he's had any other updates since then. Let's have a quick look. 3 hours ago, update 2. The Hex and Hedron subgraphs are re-indexing. This takes time to complete, but when reasonably close to being completed, the existing links will be redirected to the new deployments. So there we are. It's working on that. So there we are. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, he had an update 5 hours ago. Update, a lot of new load was added to the infrastructure for these subgraphs. That infrastructure is currently being reworked to support the higher load. Higher load is a good thing, but needs some beefier resources behind it to keep things moving. So currently rebuilding these graph nodes with faster disks, better faster CPUs, and double the memory. So there we go. That is pretty much it. Thanks for keeping us updated to HexGuard as well. Really appreciate all you're doing. Pardon us for adding more and more load since HexGuard launched, but we totally agree it is a good thing, especially when it serves onboarding. So there we are. That is pretty much the latest. If you're experiencing some issues with some of the protocols like HexGuard, that is the issue that's going on. So no, your stakes didn't disappear. your staked instance disappeared. Don't get into the Discord crypto help desk and go, what's happened to the Hex stakes? My stakes disappeared. Is this because it's not pulling in all the data? So just be aware of that. Yes, sir, says Wookie. Yes, sir, indeed. All right, so that is pretty much it from that, just to help iron that out. Now, if you haven't got into, obviously we've got 3 stable coins that we're expecting. We've got CST stablecoin, it's a fair-back one that's already out. We've got LUSD from Liquid Loans, and that's already out as well, doing amazing. In fact, that's been, what, up 28, 29 million? In fact, let's have a quick look at Liquid Loans just to see where it's at the moment. Always love to see these numbers for Liquid Loans. They really are crazily good. What's that? $29.2 million in stablecoins from USDL. So pretty exciting. Now, we're waiting for Power City Earn Protocol. That's going to be our third stablecoin, PXDC. Both Liquid Loans and Power City are forks of Liquidity on Ethereum. And of course, they're adding new features to Pulse and PulseX, but you'll be able to collateralize those, giving us a supply shock as people take those off the market, Pulse and PulseX, and then issue new stablecoins, USDL and PXDC. So it's really, really clever. We saw a big whale do a big sell the other day through the Liquid Loans protocol, and didn't impact the chart too much on Pulse, which is pretty cool. I think it was something like $5 million or something like that. So it is pretty effective as well. Now, if you got big whales using big ways of using stablecoins that way, what could it mean for a big algorithmic stablecoin like PUSD Algo? Obviously, this is from Jacob's ecosystem. Now, Jacob obviously has just recently launched Pulsepot on Pulsechain, the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino, and that is exploding. It has been doing very well. You know, a lot of people using it. Big buy and burn, good price performance, really is exciting. Lots of promotions and groundswell happening there. Recently, of course, they did a big upgrade to their Telegram as well, where you could have a tip bot. That seems to have proved very, very well. And a lot of social media going on. So nice to see that. Now that bodes well. Pulsepot doing well. Bodes well for obviously the other protocols that Jacob's working on, which is TRH v4, TYCZ, which is DeFi Binance, taking on Binance directly in a DeFi ecosystem. And of course, also a PUSD Algo, the fourth potential stable coin on Pulsechain, algorithmic. So the first algorithmic one. So I'm very excited about that, as you guys know. The potential is massive. So with modest capital raise and big commercial upside, I like that sort of stuff. It is speculative, but man, do I like that ratio of relatively low capital to high commercial upside. That's exciting to see. And a fourth stable coin that's algorithmic, man, bring it on, bring it on. Now, this is going to be full DeFi. So unlike Terra Luna, which had human interference and had some structural issues like Anchor giving 20% high yield, the swapping mechanism, issuance and redemption mechanism taking too long, things like that. And of course, buying Bitcoin, I think it was with Luna and stuff like that. All these problems are going to be fixed up with a full DeFi solution, which Jacob is bringing to market. So far, the prototype worked really well, and I'm excited about where this will go. With stability miners are going to be the key technology with limit orders, and of course, keeping that stablecoin stable could be awesome. Now, it also helps to solve the scalability of Pulsechain, and of course, what they call the stablecoin trilemma. That scalability is a big target to be solved, and of course, adding big TVL and potentially getting big players attracted to come over to Pulsechain as well. So there's some really good upsides. Now, at the moment, of course, you can participate in the sacrifice offering at the moment. So you can either use Pulsechain or Ethereum, use any of these coins, and you can sacrifice to the sacrifice wallet, which is E223 is the end of that. And of course, you will get potentially 2 bonuses. Depends. You'll get 1 bonus if you do under $1,000. You get 2 bonuses if you do over $1,000, inclusive of the referral bonus there. So at the moment, if you want to get a really amazing referral bonus, you can get 19% in the link in the video description, and that's going to give you a 90% winners bonus straight out of the gate. If you do over $1,000 inclusive, you'll get access to the second bonus, which is bonus X. That will be a multiplier of 1.01 to 2X, and you don't know what it's going to be, but it will just be randomly assigned to you. And of course, you will be able to get way more tokens. So at the moment, this person here, they used a 90% referral code, like the one in the video description, and they ended up getting a bonus X with that over $1,000 of 1.62, which is random. So their sacrifice from just under 11,000 became $17,700, and for every dollar that they get in this total line, they will get 20 algo coins, which is the main token, a bit like Luna. And they'll get the incentive token Flex, which is 200 Flex for every dollar, and they'll get some of the reward token of stablecoin, which is RAP PUSD, and they'll get 0.01 per every dollar sacrificed there. So for this $17,700 that this large account did sacrifice for, they ended up getting 355,000 algo, 3.5 million Flex, and 177 RAP PUSD. So that's how it works. Obviously, there's 106 pages now of people that are participating, and you're still early, right? You're still early. There's 22 days left to go of a 95-day launch phase. So get in there, 22 days left to go. Let's have a look at another one here. This person here, they used a 90% referral code. They ended up getting sacrificing $1,242 inclusive of that. And then they got randomly a 1.75 multiplier bonus, and they ended up with $2,174. So for every dollar they got, they ended up with 43,000 algo, 434,000 Flex, and 21 RAP PUSD. Now there are 4 tokens basically. So basically what you can do on this platform, algo, you can swap algo for stablecoin, which is pretty cool. You can provide liquidity, all sorts of different types of liquidity will be accepted, and you can provide liquidity for the stability miner and make earnings that way. You can also put in any activity you do on the platform, you'll be able to earn the incentive token Flex, and of course you'll get a share of the fees from the V3 DEX running, which is pretty awesome. So that's sustainable, really, really cool. You'll also be able to stake your algo coin, which is like the Luna coin. You'll be able to stake your PUSD, which is an amazing brand name for a stablecoin, PUSD stablecoin, and of course they'll be able to make earnings on that too. Far more modest, of course, than what was on Anchor when Terra Luna was running up there. And remember, there's no human involved with this. It's all fully DeFi. Using stability miners and limit orders and liquidity pools, so it's kind of neat like that. There'll be a redeem feature, of course. You'll be able to redeem stablecoin back to algo, and so forth, and a swap feature as well. So anything you do on this, you're going to earn flex fees as well. Now, let's go back to Sacrifice. That is pretty much all at the moment. Links in the video description. Potentially the 4th biggest stablecoin of launching on the Pulsechain. Excited about it. Now, obviously, one of the caveats is that Jacob will need to raise a certain amount of money to actually be able to launch this, because here's the key thing, right? So 75% of the sacrifice funds will be used in the protocol day one. You're not wondering where all the money went. It's going to be used in the protocol day one, but there needs to be enough of it. So as long as Jacob reaches his target, this should be able to launch. So 50% going to LP pools, and of course 25% going to stability miner day one. So pretty excited about that. The chances to get into some of this latest innovation in DeFi at the frontier is really, really rare, and the Pulsechain is bringing it. So we got great devs like Jacob bringing us the top frontier DeFi, and of course you get a chance to participate if you like. So kind of cool. All right, that's going to bring us into Hex, of course. Let's get back into the chat though. We got Dave down under here. Hi, Superman. I feel like RH products are getting on the starting blocks. Me too. And Dave, me too. Absolutely. That's why I love that video I played at the beginning, because it really does, espouse what Richard's up to there. Very, very fun. I'm going to play out the other video at the finishing of this live stream, because that's also pretty bullish. We got Pumpkin Owl in house there as well. Hoot, hoot. Good to see you, Pumpkin Owl. Looking good there as well. Man, it's such a sunny day outside. I can feel the heat and the coolness coming in as well. It says Hex Pulse that PUSD ALGO Sac is over. Yeah, not over. Sandy Beach, it got extended by 45 days, probably because they're still sitting on the old previous 45 days, but they got doubled up in terms of its extension. Hopefully we'll get more news out around PUSD ALGO, and I was expecting some more there. We have seen other stuff around PUSD through PulseBot. I think we've seen Jacob on a couple other channels like Fashion Coder. They didn't talk much about PUSD. I think one question out of the whole video, but they did talk a lot about PulseBot. Was he on? I think it may have been on Corey Costa or something like that as well. So there's been a few other YouTubers that Jacob's been on. Now he was supposed to be back on this channel, remember, for a big update. I've heard nothing from that. So all you can do when these developers, you just have to wait for them to do their thing. So that's how it rolls. I don't have much control over that. I did use your link for PUSD Algo. Finally broke down and offered up, says Pumpkin Owl. Nice one. Hey, look, I'm excited about it, honestly, Pumpkin Owl. That's why I'm a big supporter of it, because I think, man, it is more speculative, but man, the upside potentially could be amazing. And so far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing with PulseBot, and I know TRH V4 will do well too. And yeah, all the concepts coming from Jacob, front end DeFi. But to be able to get access to this sort of stuff is so cool. The fact that we've got it, it's not just a simple fork or something like that. You know, it really is a chance to get into something really fresh and new and groundbreaking potentially. So it really is cool. What else there? What do you say? I think you're saying Jacob, not Jason. Jacob and Dev's killer combo. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get back into it. I don't know if we've got the hex stats out. I'm so fast today. I didn't mean to be so fast today, but apparently I am. 15:21. No, none. We haven't got any hex stats out today. I'm just too fast today. Oh well. Let's go back into the Discord. Now, if you guys haven't just joined Discord, definitely the link's in the video description. You can also find that there's a number of links in the this video description. But if you want to join our Pulsechain Hex Discord, we were pretty much the first one to be on Discord dedicated to Pulsechain Hex. It has gone from a public Discord to a private Discord. $5 per month and 16 cents a day. But man, it's the best place to be. It's really, really cool. Now, we've got a crypto helpline in there as well. A number of people asking questions all the time in there, getting a lot of help from the community. Yesterday alone, I answered several questions directly and helping people claim their airdrops and all sorts of stuff. So it is a great place if you like to get a lot of help. Obviously, it's not just me in there. We've got an incredible superstar lineup in our moderated team, in our leadership team, of course, with Brian. And our community in there is really, really, really amazing. The cool thing about it is, you know, it's a fairly, as much as you can have a safe space in the place, it is really kind of cool. And I'm not talking about a woke safe space. I'm talking about just a safe from, hackers and crap like that. It is a pretty cool place to be. So yeah, get in there. We've got 6 crypto chats, 3 audio chats. We also have gaming chat in there as well. If you like gaming, we have about 1,250 members, so it's definitely worth joining. And of course, you never know what's going to happen in the future being a member. Wink, wink, watch the space. We also have most comprehensive Pulsechain information and useful links. Really is crazy good in there. So get in there. $5 a month, pretty good value. And of course, you get to share the journey with everybody else. Now, if you want a bit more than that, though, we do have the Strategy Club room, and the Strategy Club there, $35 a month. That is multi-chain. So it's a secret little private club in there. And we talk about some of the best projects out in crypto. We do a lot of stuff that we don't do here on live YouTube. We talk about strategies and we provide a lot of intel, stuff like that. We have a lot of guest speakers and things like that. It's a really cool place. We're going to continue to build it up. And we've got a couple of superstar moderators in there as well that do some incredible work. So if you want to get all the edge there in crypto for the bull market, Strategy Room is open there as well. And of course, it includes getting access to the Discord membership. So you got the best of both worlds there for Pulsechain, Hex, and of course strategy. So get in on there, folks. Multi-chain Strategy Room, a great place to be. I think Wookie's probably got his link there as well. I think that's it. Is it? Yeah, there we are. Lies beneath posting the link there. Hex Discord, nice one. PLSP pumped a bit. It has, yes. Back over $5 the last time I saw it, so it's doing pretty well. PLSP, that's the Pulse Pot token. Sandy Beach says the Discord is a nice place to be. Absolutely, we like it. All right, that's kind of cool. Now, we were going to talk about Hex, the daily stats for day 1521, but they're not out. I'm just too fast today, too fast. We're only 30 minutes past the hour at the end of the day. But Hex.com, check it out. And, of course, you can buy Hex and then stake it. And so what you can do, you can buy Hex and you can swap it for T-shares, which is, and then start mining more Hex. That's pretty much it. You can do it on both Ethereum and Pulsechain, place to be. And of course, we were going to talk about the stats here, but we haven't got them. We got yesterday's stats though. So Hex on Ethereum for yesterday was 6.89 Hex per T-share. Amazing result, right? And on Pulsechain, it was 6.8 as well. I think Pulsechain we didn't get to talk about yesterday, but 6.8 on Pulsechain. So really good yields on there. And I think the price on Pulsechain was up 11% yesterday. Yeah, so it was almost 1.8 cents yesterday. So that was a nice little update for that, as well as on Ethereum. But of course, we're waiting for day 1521, and of course that is not out yet, so we might leave it there, and maybe I'll cover it tomorrow, just the way it is when I'm too fast for the lineup. Sandy Beach says, don't forget to claim your rewards on MCR 369 token. I did indeed. I actually did that before the live stream. Maybe we could do that since we've got a bit of time here. MCR 369. When I do stake there, let's go check that out while we're here. Bam. All right. Am I on the right chain? Let me just see. Yeah, I'm on the right chain. Let's go to the staking dashboard. Whoa. Hey, look, yesterday I started off at 23% of the pool. Then I got yesterday when I did the first claims, I was down to, was it 12%? Now I'm down to 6.46%. So even whales get diluted out. Whales get diluted there. And it's just the way it goes. Let's go to the claim there. We've got rewards. How many rewards? 292 bean. Well, yesterday I got 20,000 bean. Today so far I've got 292. So that's definitely dropped off quite a bit there. Let's see here. Let's claim. Man, I've got some Hex rewards. I got Hedron rewards. I got USDL rewards. I got Pulse rewards. I'm winning across the board. I like that. That's pretty cool there. Making rewards and all those tokens on today. So yesterday I just got some bean, but today I've got all those other tokens. So crazy. Where'd they all come from? Is it like magic? It's crazy there, Sandy. It's hilarious. But Magic Upride there doing pretty well. Kind of cool. We might as well actually go to Barista and get my bean off there too while we're here. I guess we could do that. So that's just processing. Waiting for it. It's on testnet V4, by the way, for Pulsechain. If you're wondering what network is on, it's only on testnet at the moment. What's magic? Says Sandy Beach. Magic indeed. All right, we got those rewards. Look at that. We're earned now. So I got all these different tokens now. Liking it a lot. There we are. Some cool stuff. Let's go to Barista and let's harvest my bean on there too, because apparently there may be a little airdrop for those that are testing on the testnet on Barista. That was the last update. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but hey, look, we're in it. We're in it for win it. Is this the only testnet that has you're going to get airdrops from real stuff? That's pretty bullish to me. We've been faithfully harvesting the old bean in the Discord. This is one of the things we like to do. If there's freebies, and they're reasonable to get to, and we'll get them. All right, I got 2,000 bean to claim, but I got in the stability pool. Actually, I got tons of loan tokens, 960 million loan tokens. Let's claim those. Remember, this is just testing. Remember, it's just play money. So just remember that. Before you all get too excited that there's going to be big airdrops of loan token. This is just testing stuff. What else there? We got 24 to 24, the year of Let's Get Rich, says Brennan. I like how you're talking there. Sandy says, I'm super testnet rich. Haha, says Sandy Beach. Indeed. Yeah, it's good to be rich on the testnet. What's up, Hexkins? Check my pulses here. Never fear. Let's see, check my pulse. We're just waiting for that. We're just getting those loan tokens out. Nice. Yeah, that's how we rock and roll. I guess I can stake all those again, right? Stake them again. 498. How much is that? I've got so much stake. I've got 865 million stake, so that's not actually a lot. So let me go to stake pool, and I've got that here. See the loan token? I harvest it from the stability pool. It's just sitting here waiting to stake there. Is that going to increase my percentage? I think it's actually a decent increase. Let's go. I got to approve the loan token first. Let's do that while I'm here. This is the Magic Upride front end, of course, which we've started to play with. We're having fun with this. So they've had Barista on testnet for a little while. Remember, they've got 3 products: Barista, Bistro, and Stakehouse. So Stakehouse is like a pool, but like I guess a little bit like Party Pool, pooled staking for Hex. And but look, it's different. Probably got some differences there. And Bistro is an over-the-counter for Pulsechain, which I don't believe we have yet. So it's going to be really cool to have that. Yeah, we did see that Batias is looking at doing OTC as well coming up in the future. So OTC service will be on Pulsechain sooner than later, which will kind of be cool. Now, I always have problems with this. Now, I know that they didn't, but I always have problems with the decimal places for some reason. Others don't, but apparently, but I've had problems with that. So maybe, I don't know if it's something to do with my settings or what, but there we go. All right, so I'm just staking some more loan token, 960 million, to add to my 12.6. That's going to be 12.6 billion. So it's going to be 13.6 billion loan token stake there. It's 2.37% of the pool here on Barista. It's a front end for liquid loans. Only on testnet though, right? Only on testnet. All right, now I can claim my bean token, and I'm also, I don't know if I'm going to get that issuance there, but let's claim. Oh, it claimed. Okay, I forget that when you stake, sometimes it pulls out all the rewards as well. So I got those rewards. Let's refresh the protocol. I had 303,000 bean tokens, now at 305,000. And of course, I added some more beans in here because I've made 20,631 beans from the dashboard staking as well. So I'm earning bean on both protocols. You got to love it. You got to love it. There we go. So that is Magic Upride. Big shout out to that team. And we're looking forward to the X system dropping on Pulsechain. Yeah, boy, it's going to be good. Sandy Beach says, yes, whatever you do on the left side automatically claims on the right side. That is from Sandy Beach. Yeah, it's basically if you go to stake, it's just going to pay out the rewards and you start again, right, with the bigger balance. That is how it rock and rolls. All right, we're 50 minutes into the hour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, remember, I won't be live streaming tomorrow because I have a special appointment, but I may, at least I won't be live streaming at my normal time tomorrow because I have a special appointment, but I will, if I'm feeling up to it tomorrow, I will live stream at some other time of the day. How about that? That is going to happen. I think that's it. Let's play out some cool stuff on the way out. Should we play some excitement? Hope you guys enjoy it. Take care, everybody. Peace out. And let's play 2 clips. Let's play 2 clips on the way out since I'm finishing kind of early today. Where's the clip that I was going to play? Where's it gone? Is it on desktops? Or maybe it's on desktops here. There it is. All right. Peace out, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.
Well, I drifted off again at work, thinking about Pulsechain, and it came